I made the decision in 2003 that I would run.
I personally intend to win that election. I know my NDP colleagues intend to not only win their seats, but increase their seats.
Comes and goes like fits and this spells like weather. And it's low.
Wow, there's so many that describe her, but I would say strong.
It's really tough to pick one word, but if I had to pick one word, I would say Peggy Nash is a woman of great integrity.
Who am I? I think I'm someone who believes passionately in the ability of people to shape their world.
Well, I think she's a champion for working people. I think she's a champion for communities. I think she has a vision of this country that's very progressive. It's based in fairness and equity, which I think is very important.
Peggy Nash is a fellow employee, but she's also a role model. Peggy is an advocate for women's issues, and that's also an issue that I wish to pursue.
Peggy Nash was born in Toronto and has lived in Parkdale High Park for over 20 years with her husband and 3 sons. In the years before she ran for Parliament, Nash worked as a ticket agent and union activist with the Canadian Airline Employees Association. When that union merged with the Canadian Auto Workers in 1985, she became an assistant first to National President Bob White, then to Basil Buzz Hargrove. She worked as a labour negotiator in the transportation, service and manufacturing sectors and was the first Labour woman responsible for major auto negotiations in North America.
I've known Peggy for 25 years. We've worked in the same organizations during those 25 years, and we started at Canadian Airline Employees Association, and then we merged with CAW, and we both went to CAW.
I've known Peggy probably for at least 25 to 30 years. I met her when she was a young union organizer, around my age, back in our early 20s, and she was a member. She actually worked for Air Canada as a ticket clerk, and she was a union organizer for the union that represented the ticket clerks at Air Canada.
When I heard that she had entered the race, I was driving my car on the 400 highway, couldn't wait to get home to email her and say, "You go, girl, and what can I do for you?"
The moment when she called me in the car, and my partner and I were just driving around looking at palm trees and enjoying the warm weather. And she said, "Hi Julius, it's Peggy." And she said, "Well, guess what? I've decided to run for the NDP nomination of Parkdale High Park."
Nash first ran unsuccessfully in the Parkdale High Park riding in the 2004 Canadian federal election. She lost a close contest to the Liberal candidate.
When I lost the election, it was obviously very disappointing because it was the first election I'd been in as a candidate. It's a very intense experience, and I was very moved by the number of people like yourself who had got involved in my campaign. People had worked so hard, and my first reaction was that I had let them down because I didn't win.
Nash ran again in the 2006 federal election in a rematch of the 2004 campaign. This time, Nash narrowly won the election by 2,300 votes.
When I was elected as an MP, I had a feeling that it was such a wonderful gift to be elected. So many people had worked so hard to get me elected that I had to do absolutely everything I could to make the most of that position. And I said to people that being elected is like a metaphor for living, that you should pack as much in as you can every day because you don't know how long it's going to last. So that's what I did. I have absolutely no regrets.
Then, of course, the Harper government fell in 2008, and then we went into another election in 2008. At this point, Peggy was phenomenally well known around the riding.
In the 2008 federal election, she was defeated by Gerard Kennedy, the Liberal candidate who formerly represented the electoral district at the provincial level.
How's your name? What's the name goes unspoken? It's in vain, 'cause the language is broken.